Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barboza, 914, which is County, New York. Do another video real quick, real quick. A shout out to the chat, shout out to the chat. And I said it very well in my title. Don't nobody threaten me. You threaten me? Why you threatening me? Because I didn't want to play into your scheme of feeding the homeless. You better represent yourself better than that, sir. Yeah, KK came to the house, dropped off the suitcase of Budweiser. We talked for a little while, and then she got back in that goddamn car and drove off. Birdman, he wants me to go over there to his house. I'm not going to his house. Why I need to go to his fucking house? I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. A shout out to the chat. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barboza 914, which is County, New York. Doing the live video real quick, real quick. I'm not going to be here that long. I'm not going to be here that long. But I realized that certain people in my life need to be excommunicated, banished, vanquished, exiled. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. 914, which is the County, New York. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barboza 914. Westchester County, New York. I'm still in South Carolina, but guess what? I'm in my home and I'm feeling very toasty. Very toasty. Very warm and secure. Very warm and secure. KK just dropped off that suitcase of Budweiser. So you know I'm gonna drink that. I'm gonna drink that till I can't drink it anymore. Shout out to the chat. Budweiser doesn't affect me like the 211. It doesn't. I wish they would have bought me a bottle of wine. I'd be up here again drunk 24/7. 24/7. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I'm always going to love my YouTube creators. Shout out to my YouTube creators. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my moderators. Shout out to my support team. My support team. Shout out to you. Shout out to the people in my chat area. Even my ghost watchers. Shout out to you. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barboza. 914, which is the County, New York. I realize my sins on YouTube. I realize it. I realize all the sins I committed on this YouTube channel and on other people's panel. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. Barbara Girl Tina used to come over and do her videos real clear, crystal clear. She used to always let me hit her link. Even though she knew I was drunk or whatever, she didn't give a fuck about that. She just gave a fuck about me. And I gave a fuck about her. All the women on YouTube that I'm subscribed to, I give a fuck about. Some of the men, I give a fuck about them too. And my finger went to the Cash App channel. You know how you push in the Cash App donation thing and you push up and you press the name you want the Cash App to go to? I had to fight myself for almost 3 days because I'm so used to paying. I'm used to paying for love and acceptance. It has been my life ever since I went into the fucking foster care system in New York. The more money you bring in, the more they love you. When the money dries up, they disappear. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. But one thing I do know, when I went to goddamn prison, and I sit there for 6 years and 7 months. Then I left from prison. I went to the free world. And there was one time I was living with Sergeant Crystal Reagan and her children. And she said, Arabia, I want you to get yourself together. I'm already together. I don't need nobody to tell me anything. Sergeant Crystal Reagan is not here. The woman that raised me is not here. Nobody is here. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Anybody want to hit the link? You can hit the link anytime. You can hit the link and talk your ish. Talk your ish. But just realize who you're talking to. Are you talking to Arabia Barboza? Are you talking to Raymond? Are you talking to Ray Ray? Are you talking to Arabia? Shout out to the chat. My moderators, they know who they talking to. They know who they talking to. Some of my YouTube creators know who I'm talking to. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. You know, I bought me a new hoodie the other day. And I look at the hoodie, and it's a gray hoodie. It's a gray hoodie. Usually I buy a black hoodie or a dark, like one of them navy dark blue hoodies. Next hoodie I might buy might be green. It might be orange. It might be. I might buy me an orange baseball cap. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. Anybody want to hit the link? Because KK just left from here. She left me a suitcase of beer. She wasn't supposed to leave that early, but she left. Me and KK used to sleep together. I used to wake up in KK arms. Wake up with that woman in my arms. KK is like 5'8", tall woman. I'm 5'2". How tall is Birdman? Birdman is like what, 5'9"? Same shit, different day. Shout out to the chat. I can't get back my life like the way it was. KK love me, but KK has other things going on with her. It's cool. It's cool. Leave me a suitcase of beer. That's cool. Shout out to the chat. Birdman, he want me to go over there to his house. I'm not going to his house for what? For what? To listen to a bunch of bullshit, looking at TV that I helped pay for. I helped pay for everything for Birdman. A shout out to him. Today is his birthday. Christmas baby. I remember them days when We didn't have much. He came out there, he got sick, we went to the hospital. I sat there for 5 days with Birdman. 5 days. When he came back out onto the streets and he got a little stronger, a little more into his feelings, what we started doing, collecting the money from my mother's estate. That's what we did. And we had a great time. We had a great time. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. That money from my mother's estate is still there. Got to tap into it a little bit later. But without Birdman this time. Without KK. Without anyone. I got to do this shit on my own. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the motherfucking chat. I got to do this on my own. And when I do it, I got to do it like the way I need to do it. It is what it is. Shout out to the chat. But you know what I'm thankful for? Well, today, they say it's Christmas. I think it's Thanksgiving. You know what I'm thankful for? I'm thankful for my life and the people that came into it. The real people that came into my life. Sergeant Crystal Reagan, she's no longer here. Shout out to her. Rest in peace, baby. Shout out to her. Sergeant Crystal Reagan is a she's a testimony story. She is the story that keeps me keep going. Every time I think about giving up, you know what happens when I go to sleep at night? I dream. I dream. And Sergeant Crystal Reagan is always in the dream. And she tells me, you got to go on. You got to forget about us. We already passed on. You have not passed on. You are still alive. You're still alive. And you're doing well. You're doing what you need to do for you and yours. Shout out to the chat. I miss her. Because she was my voice of reason. I remember that one day, me and Sergeant Crystal Reagan were sitting in her house, and she said, Arabia, I want us to make sandwiches. I want us to pop popcorn, and I want us to look at different movies on the TV screen. And we did. And we laughed and we talked. I was so safe with her. Now she gone. No other woman will ever replace that woman. That woman had to go up against my adoptive mother. She had to go up against her and say, leave Arabia alone. If you're not going to help Arabia, leave Arabia alone. Arabia be all right. Arabia know how to go back home. Arabia know how to go to New York. Arabia know how to do this and that. Arabia is fine. Shout out to the chat. Sergeant Crystal Reagan died. I was trying to hold on for a couple of years like nothing happened. Like she didn't ever die. I miss her every day. I miss her. Right now, it's Christmas. Her birthday was December the 21st. Sergeant Crystal Reagan, shout out to you. Rest in peace, my baby. Rest in peace. Rest in power. And I will go on. I will go on. I shall go on. I shall go on. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I'm not perfect on this YouTube. I will never be perfect in life. I will never even be perfect in death. But it's not my time yet. It's not my time. Shout out to the chat. I'm here to lend my voice to the voiceless. I'm here to lend my voice to those that are blind. I'm trying to see. I'm here to let those that are deaf learn how to hear. I'm here for the mentally dead. That's who I'm here for. That's why I can't get out of here. Can't get out of this goddamn body. I can't move nowhere. Wherever I go, I will be haunted by the spirits. The skeleton key. I am the skeleton key to different doors. And when those doors open, nobody is prepared. Everybody is scary. Everyone is afraid. They all afraid. Hey, what are you afraid about? What is your biggest fear? A monster living in a closet, a monster under your bed, the biggest monster you gotta go against is living in the mirror. When you look in the mirror and you see your defenses, your walls, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before you actually see who you really are. Because the voice of Arabia Barboza is going to be silent in a little while. I can't be here for everybody. I can't do this and that. I can't. I'm not Superwoman. I'm not Wonder Woman. I'm a high priestess. I don't even use the term mother. I don't use the term empress. I don't use the term queen. I am the high priestess of those that have not been heard from yet. They are afraid. I understand the fear. I understand the insecurity. I understand. But you gotta let me go. You gotta let me be free. You gotta get free. You gotta get free. Freedom is not won by protesting. It's not won during Black Lives Matter. It's not won with that. You gotta get your freedom with your voice. With your voice. And with your thoughts and feelings. That's what you gotta do. Those of you that are subscribed to me, you can build your own channel. Build your own channel and talk your ish. Tell your story. You gotta tamper down the haters and tell your story. Stop being afraid. Stop being afraid. Because we got women on YouTube that are afraid to be on YouTube. They are afraid, but they're doing it. We see Moonlight over there doing her videos. We see Brown Skin Lady doing her videos. We see Empress Lima doing her videos. We see different women on YouTube doing their videos, and they are not afraid. They want to talk their truth. They want to speak out. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. They living in their truth and their pain. They living the truth and the pain. How many men gonna come over there and support those pages? I invite everyone to subscribe to Empress Line One Love. I invite everyone to subscribe to Brown Skin Lady. Subscribe to Miss Five. Subscribe to Sister T. Subscribe to Queen Magina. Subscribe to the women on YouTube that you feel is speaking your truth, speaking your pain. Tommy Sotomayor, yeah, he's a troll. He don't give a fuck about nobody. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Speak your truth and speak your pain and speak your strength. Speak it. Don't hide behind anything or your community. Don't hide behind that. Come on into the world. Get into your little red boat. Get into your little red boat and travel back home. But while you are in your little red boat, it's going to be sharks and everything else in the water to try to get rid of you. You women on YouTube, y'all are the most strongest women I ever met. You're strong. You don't need to hold on to dudes or anybody that disrespect you. You need to hold on to them, let go of them, get into the boat, travel on. Listen to that song, Little Red Boat. Then listen to Whitney Houston's song, I Am Every Woman. Every woman on YouTube is very important. You are the Mother Earth. You are the creator of everything. Everybody comes through your womb. Everybody comes through that tunnel. Everybody. Even the serial killers, the rapists, everybody comes through your womb. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Johnny Blaze for doing his video. He was so brave to even do that video where he had me up there talking about what I thought on YouTube. Shout out to him. Because he didn't have to do that. He said, Arabia, I want you to unprivatize that video. You know, that video is sending me so much anguish, pain, anger. That video, but I was already angry in the video. I was always in my pain, my feelings. My feelings, though, a mountain, a hill of beans, is what the truth is going to come out. The truth. And a lot of you women, a lot of you men got the truth. And you're too afraid to say what you need to say. What's going to happen if I decide I want to run in front of a car and get killed? What you going to do if I decide I want to burn down my own house and live in this bed while the house is burning down? What you going to do? Where your voice going to go? You need your voice. You don't need my voice. You don't need anything from me. You don't need anything from me but my love and my respect. And I respect all the women on YouTube, whether I'm agreeing with you or not, whether I'm sitting in your chat or not, whether I'm paying cash out to you or not. What are you going to do? Because I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm sleepy and I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. My pain goes deeper than YouTube. Before I even came to YouTube, I was already in pain. Already there. I'm just not Hassan Campbell screaming into the projects, pain, pain, give me pain, and then somebody shoot me in my goddamn back. Shoot me in my goddamn arm. Shoot me in my face. It is what it is. Shout out to the chat. I am the BT 1000. I am the BT 1000. I am the Jeeper Creeper on this shit. I am the Lucy the Vampire. I am the German Shepherd in the room. And when I hear some of you women doing your videos on YouTube, I be in my bed crying, crying, not laughing. I be in tears. I be in tears. I be going through my own shit and I hear your shit. I hear you. I hear your voice. Whether you be laughing or screaming or angry mode or happy mode, I hear you. The women, the women on YouTube, you don't know Mother Earth belongs to us. Mother Earth. We come from Mother Earth. We come. A shout out to the chat. It is what it is. 914, which is the county of New York. We are in the house. Kuja namini kula jakula. Miji baridi. Nini kuzimu kila wakati. I said it in Swahili. Now let me say it in Spanish. Que lo que mi gente, vente aquí conmigo. ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo te sientes? How do you feel? Ven aquí conmigo. Las comidas están listas. Disfruta la vida. Disfruta la vida means enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Arabia Barboza has spoken. I have spoken. I have spoken my truth. This is Christmas. Homegirl just dropped off a suitcase of beer to my house and left. Birdman, you want me to go over there and celebrate with him? I'm not celebrating nothing with him. I done my job with Birdman. I done my job. My job is over. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I'm not perfect on YouTube. I never said I was perfect. I always told you who I was, the BT 1000. The BT 1000 is a black woman that is a terminator. And we are not born, we are created. I keep telling everybody, we are not born, we are created. And we are filled up with all kinds of rage and hate and disappointment. You know how I feel when I had to go against certain women on YouTube? You know how that makes me feel? Don't feel good. It don't feel good at all. Shout out to the chat. It don't make me feel good to go against any woman on YouTube. Don't make me feel good. It makes me feel very discombobulated and angry, frustrated, confused. That's what it makes me feel. But my feelings don't matter. I just want the other women on YouTube to do their thing. And my subscribers, all you have a story. Tell your story. Tell your story. Don't be afraid. You ain't gotta show your face like the way I do. You ain't got a cam up. All you gotta do is tell your story. Tell your story. Because in a little while, ain't nobody gonna tell this story. I need to tell my story. You need to tell your story. But in a little while, my voice is gonna be like a whisper, like an echo. But y'all gotta get up and tell your story. Don't get afraid Tell your story. Be bold. Be bold and be brave and do what you need to do. I'm laying in my bed right now and I got tears running down my face. At least they're tears. They're not blood. I didn't stab myself. I didn't burn down the house. But that can happen. It can happen. Shout out to the chat. I want everybody to get, I want everybody to hear the sound of my voice to get strong and tell your story. Because I ain't going to be here forever. Fighting against other YouTube creators, that's not my ish. I don't want to fight against no woman on YouTube, no man on YouTube. But I got to face what I done on YouTube as well. A bunch of fuckery, a bunch of bullshit. When I started fighting against other people, don't you know, it hurts me. Even though those people might apologize or repent, it doesn't matter. The words are out there. The words are out there. Shout out to the chat. Y'all build your own community. Get your voices out there. Don't depend on me. I'm not going to be here forever. Just like my mother said, learn how to survive. What you going to do when I'm gone? A lot of y'all been doing a lot of stuff without me. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But when I hear these women on YouTube and they fighting against each other, and I'm like, damn, we hate each other that much? But we don't hate each other. We just spirits in the in between. We don't even know each other. We don't know who's a good cook. We don't know who's a bad cook. We don't know who can clean clothes the best. We don't know who can clean a wall the best. We don't know who can paint the best. We don't know nothing about each other. Only thing we know, we on YouTube. Shout out to the chat. I'm out of here. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your day. The woman just dropped me off a suitcase of Budweiser. Birdman, he want me to go to his house. I'm not going to his house. I know what that means. I don't want to be hurt no more. I don't want to be hurt anymore. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my moderators. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my YouTube creators. Shout out to my support team. But your homegirl, Arabia Barboza, is telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth, how I feel and what I think. And I'm in pain. It's like somebody just took a knife and put it in my rib cage and twisted it. That's my own reality. When I look in the mirror, I be so happy to see myself, but inside I be crying and dying. And the inside, I'll never be free. Y'all get free. Get free. Get free. Because when I go to sleep, I dream. I dream. I dream of going to the other side. I dream about it every day. May the universe help me. And may I sleep in peace tonight. Because I got to get up in the morning and do the dance floor. I got to get onto the dance floor and forget about my pain. Forget about my worries. Shout out to the chat. Y'all awesome. Y'all awesome. Y'all fabulous. You're wonderful. You're beautiful. You're amazing. You're opulent. Stop telling yourself you're not. I'm out of here.